everyone. Today I shall be reading from a book of fairy tales, and the story today is called The Top and the Ball. A top and ball once lay side by side in a drawer full of toys. Said the top to the ball, "Why should we not become bride and bridegroom, seeing that we are so much thrown together?" But the ball would not hear of such a thing. She was made of real Moroccan leather, and thought herself a very fine young lady. Next day, the little boy who owned the toys came to the drawer. He took out the top and painted it red and yellow and drove a fine brass nail through the middle of it. Now it was glorious to see the top spin round. "Look at me," he cried to the ball. "Now what do you say? Do let us be married. We suit each other so finely. You can jump and I can spin. We should be so very happy together. Do you think so?" said the ball. "Perhaps you're not aware that my father and mother wore a pair of Moroccan slippers and I have cork in my body." "Yes, maybe, but I am made of real mahogany," replied the top. "The burgomaster made me with his own hands. He has his own lathe and very much enjoyed turning me." "Can I believe this?" asked the haughty ball. "May I never be whipped again if I lie," said the top. "You talk rather well," replied the ball, "but I am not free. I am affianced to a young swallow. Whenever I fly up in the air, he looks out of his nest and asks me to marry him. I have said I will to him in my heart, which is nearly as good as a betrothal." "That's a lot of use," crumbled the top, and no more was said on the subject. The next day the ball was taken out. The top saw her fly like a bird up into the air, so high that she disappeared. Then back she came, but every time she touched the ground she sprang higher than before. It must have been love or the cork in her body that was the reason for this. The ninth time the ball bounced she did not come back. The little boy looked and looked, but she had quite gone. "I know where she is," sighed the top. "She is in the swallow's nest celebrating her wedding." The more he thought about the ball, the more he loved her. Even though he knew he could not marry her, he could not stop caring about her, and he couldn't forget that another had been preferred to himself. The top spun and hummed, just as he always done, but always he thought about his lost love, and she seemed more beautiful to him with every passing minute. Several years passed. The top was not young any more, but he was still very much in love with the ball. One day he was taken and gilded all over. Now he was more handsome than ever before. He was a beautiful golden top, and he spun more quickly and hummed more loudly. Yes, he was altogether a very grand top, he decided. Then one day, as the little boy was playing with him out in the garden, the top sprang too high and vanished. The little boy was very sad that he had gone, and looked high and low for him. But the top was nowhere to be found. Where could he be? He landed at an old rain barrel full of rubbish. Dead flowers, leaves, sweepings, and stones lay there, along with all sorts of odd things that had been washed down from the guttering. "Alas, I shall lie amongst all this rubbish, and all my gilding will be spoilt. What trumpery I am surrounded by," said the top. He looked round. A horrid clump of rotten leaves lay next to him, and also a peculiar round thing. It wasn't an old apple. No, it was not an apple, only an old ball which had lain in the gutter for some years, and was quite soggy. "Thank goodness," said the ball, gazing with delight at the handsome gold top. "Someone who is my equal for me to talk to after all these years." The ball did not realize who the top was. "I am made of real Moroccan leather, you know," she went on. "I was sewn together by a young lady's hand, and I have cork in my body, too. I was betrothed to marry a handsome young swallow when I fell by accident into this horrid barrel. I have lain here for 5 long, terrible years. I am quite soaked. My dear, it has been such a tedious thing for an elegant young lady like myself to put up with." The top said not a word. He thought of his long-lost love, and he realized that it was she who lay in the barrel. Then one of the maids came along. She had been told to clear out all the rubbish in the barrel and throw it away. "Hurrah!" she cried. "Here is the gilt top. The young master will be pleased to have it back again." She didn't notice the old ball lying close beside it. The top was taken back to the playroom, and it was played with and admired just as much as before. But nothing more was ever heard of the ball. The top sighed for her no more. He could not love her now, and he felt very silly, thinking and dreaming about her for all that time when she had been lying with all that rubbish in the barrel. How lucky it was that I was rescued, he hummed as he spun. And that was the top and the ball. And thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for visiting my channel. And have a wonderful day.